watch it. And it's not the greatest angle, but I have to figure out what's going to be my method. Oops. What's going to be my method to recording uh, the computer without with still being able to do it live. I haven't figured that out yet. So because I'm either doing something hardware based or I'm doing something that is computer based, it's easy to get on the computer and just record, um, and just record off the computer. But then I don't know how I'm going to do that live, right? So that's the question. All right, so let's see here. I am going to go to live and see if I can see the chat, which I can. So I'm the only one in the chat, obviously, at this moment. We're just trying this out to see how it'll work. I know you can see my camera pole sitting there. Usually that would not be the case, but for now it's going to be the case because I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. And I'm also trying to keep the camera from hitting the computer, because if I bump it, then it's going to just continue to shake. I'll get this eventually and figure out what to do. What's up, Wonder Arp? Is that Wonder Arp? How you doing? Hope all is well. Let me make sure I have the speaker on. Let me put something in here so we can hear some sound. Just double check. Let's use this intimate grand piano from Spitfire Audio. I don't always know what I'm coming in to play, by the way, so just bear with me. This is a legit live. I'm gonna set a tempo, just pick something. We'll go 78. Turn my metronome on. And maybe we can pick some chords. Let's see what we got. Scalar chords. Dark soul, interesting. Early jazz, my usual go-to. 90s. Let's try the soul jazz chords. Let's see what we, and plug in that. Maybe slow the tempo down. So I'm making this from scratch. And again, we're using this piano here. I'm trying to find chords that just resonate with me that I like. If I don't find them in that, then I just keep moving till I get something else. So we'll try something different to see what resonates with me. Nothing planned here. Some people start with drums. I don't. I kind of like to fill out what I'm doing without drums. Just that's just how I am. We're all different. Excuse this ugly metronome. Let me see if I can turn that metronome down. It's a little loud. There we go. There. Let's try it again. I'm just gonna play some chords. that's 12 bars. Oops. I would have kept going. Should have probably kept going, but whatever. Let's see, 5. I'm gonna repeat. Am I gonna repeat this? No, I'm not gonna repeat that. That's crazy. All right, then grab this first part again. I'm just moving around. I could play it, but I'm being lazy. I am very much being lazy, yeah. I always start with chords as well. Some granular texture for me. Yes, you got it down, Wonder App. I mean, Wonder Arp, not app. I'm playing the metronome just to give me something to work off of. But yeah, you could do some texture. I do the same thing. So I'll go down to my I have this one called ambient samples. Sometimes I use that. It just depends on what I have. They have some no that I don't use that. But but yeah, I find something that and sometimes I'll use even a drum loop if I have no thoughts. I could do this. Hold on. I could grab a plug-in like where is it at? There we go. With this retro kit, like some drums, and then get some MIDI. So we'll just get some MIDI for some drums. Let's set this up real quick. You can use whatever you know have. If you just got a loop and you want to start with that, that's cool. I don't do it often, but this is fun. Like it's just something different. Let's grab some of these. Look into these Yurt Rock MIDI sets. I think there's some soul drums in here with some MIDI loops, different parts of it, and you could just grab. Maybe grab that. We'll just have to try a part out and see what this does. Boy, I got this thing too close to his mouse. Hold on a second. Let me move that over here. So here's some. It's a little busy. I didn't want that much going on. I could take some parts out, I guess. Let me try something else. I was hoping for something not so busy, but okay. What is this one like? All right, let me turn this on. Let's just move these up here. There we go. I kind of like that little ding bell thing or whatever going on there. It'll work. Just to give me something going. We'll set the loop. Only thing I don't like about these MIDI things is they want to come in and act like they need to take over and change time signatures. Don't need all that. I'll do it. Let's put something on these drums. So we're gonna add. I have my own little drum rack, not drum rack, but drum bus is what I meant to say. And I have a hollow in there with a little drum air, and then this I use the drum kit enhancer for the drums too. That way, and I just dial in how much I want of that. right? So real simple way. And then usually I'm doing my drums separate. I'm not using it, but we're just using this to get something started. I kind of don't, let's do this. I'm not against that. Let's see what this sounds like if we use this one. Whew. Back to where we were. It's a little loud, so I'm going to turn it down by using this. And drop the randomize a little bit. There. I feel like those kicks are loud too. Bring them down. That might be too low though. A little bit higher. I'm just adjusting the velocities. So it's kind of like some more lo-fi vibes. Duplicate this. Nah, let's get a guitar or something different. Let's see. This is ample sound guitar. All right, let's put, I like to take that one and then I'll grab like an amp. So here's amplitude. These are just, I'm just doing real basic stuff right now just to get something going. Collection, I use the Fender collection and put a twin on it. Fender Twin is a clean amp, very powerful clean amp though. Just for character. I like to work in 16 bars, sometimes 32, because, well, I'm playing a lot of more jazz and like ambient and like lo-fi and cinematic and different things. So I'm not really trying to be too repetitive. This is probably the most repetitive I've been in the last, God knows when, because I've been working more on cinematic stuff, but a lot less repetitive. But this, I'm being a little more repetitive. So anyway, it is what it is. And I could use trumpets, but I'm using the guitar just because I just feel like it. And I like to create air and space in music. Like I don't like it to be too much going on. As much as you can, just put a lot of air in it. So I use MIDI capture too a lot. So I'm just gonna play until my heart's like content with it, and then I hit MIDI capture and bring in whatever I played, right? So that's the way I roll. All right, cool. And then hit just MIDI capture. And of course, it's going to throw these up here. I have to delete them, but that's cool. MIDI capture is amazing. I ain't gonna lie, it's one of my favorite features. And that first note is way too loud. We're gonna bring that down. I don't usually do a lot of adjusting of notes. I mean velocities, of course, if they're too loud, but I don't do a lot of MIDI changing. That bores me a lot. And I like my stuff to feel imperfect. So I leave the mistakes, generally speaking, most mistakes I'll leave in. I want to hear a note or two that I think might be a little loud. Right up in this area, so let's see. That sounds pretty good. I'm just getting volumes. Nice. So now that I put that on, I'm gonna go grab a delay. There's delays in here you can use, but I have Valhalla, so why would I not use it? And sometimes I'll just use the echo, which is actually free. So if you don't have it, I say get it. I'm gonna use mono output, and then I'm just gonna put, I just want something to kind of, what's the word? Just follow it, but not be so overbearing. I guess that's the word I'm using. So I'll lower the mix, set the delay. Forgot the words I used to use when I. Hey, thank you, Wonder Art. Appreciate you. And that's just running through a little small speaker. I mean, of course, I'd have to put my headphones on and mix it, but just so you guys can hear it. Then I can just double that, and then so you don't have to listen to the guitar the whole way through. Now let's start doing something else. Let's start putting some, what could we use? How about some glitch stuff? I do like glitch stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see if we can come up with like a little something in the back that maybe just kind of is there but not there type thing. So I'm just gonna find some ambient samples. That'll work. I don't even care what they are. That'll work. I need 4 of them. That almost sounds like a vocal. We'll take it. And whatever this is, we'll take it. All right, so if you haven't seen Cataracts, Glitch Machines Cataracts, one of my favorites with regards to making textural stuff and randomizing galore. So this is the randomized section. Of course, you can get in here and do it yourself. I don't have the time, so I hit buttons because I like to press buttons. Hit that, just it randomizes different parts of it. And then when you play back, you get Probably one of my most played songs on. If you ever listen to my stuff on Sound. What is Sound? Lord, I can't get my own stuff out. Anyway, one of my most played songs, like 13,000 spins, is me playing a guitar over using some random samples in Cataract. Not sure why Cataract went out like that on me, but okay. Pretty interesting, weird. So I like to do that, and then I kind of record this by using an audio track. Once I get something I like, or something I think is cool enough to fit in the background, sit in the background of the music. And I also like to put some type of reverb or something over this. So we're gonna use, instead of using Valhalla, we're gonna use Dawson's Love because it's one of my favorites too. And we'll put Dawson's Love, and then we'll pick something to mystify. I guess we'll just pick one of these random presets. I got so many of them, I can't even remember them all, to be honest with you. And then we're going to set it up where Cataract plays. We're just basically sampling, right? We're sampling what we're hearing from Cataract into this track down here. So I'm going to have Cataract play into this track. And then we're just going to record that into the back. And what you can do is, so you don't get so much repetition, let it play for a little while. Maybe get yourself some, like, 8 bars or something. I'm gonna start moving some stuff around here. And now I'm gonna start switching it. Weird, huh? Yeah, I know. But we're not gonna keep it all. I mean, sometimes I just do that to get started. I'll just throw samples in there at random, and all I'm gonna actually keep probably is this stuff over here. Now, if I was making something really abstract, I might keep some of that, but since it's not, Then if you just want to increase the volume a little bit, just increase the volume so you can see where you're at right there. Go ahead and Command J, consolidate that clip or that. I'm gonna switch this out. We're gonna not use love this time. I'm gonna use something else that's pretty cool. If you guys ever look at I think it's Elephant is his name, but it's spelled a little different. He makes these gin stuff that he sells. That's really cool. These different devices, and these are built-in Max for Live devices, but Love you can buy from Dawson. But one of the things I like in here is his effects plugin. He has this one called Space that he created. It's just delay, pitch, and some reverb type stuff. But with this random button, you can come up with some pretty unique. And then he has one with effects. So I'm just duplicating it real quick. And if it doesn't work, no big deal. Like, I don't feel like it's working for me, so I'm just gonna let it go. Now I'm gonna go find something else that sounds good because I didn't really care for what I had, right? So that's okay. That's part of making music. You're gonna have some bad ones, a lot of bad ones, probably more bad than you have good, more often than not. So here's some different stuff. Kerosene, that's interesting. I'm just looking for loops, perks, whatever. These are just some nice one shots. Anything. I'm gonna make like stretched out drone type thing or something. If I can find a loop I like. Here's some glitch already. Somebody did. Interesting. So I like to do stuff like this. I'm just gonna stretch this all the way out here just to see what it sounds like stretched out. So I'm gonna go in, I warped it to complex, and then I'm just gonna go stretch this thing so far out as it's possibly can be stretched. I guess that's probably as far as it'll let me go. That's fine. It's really loud, so we're gonna start stretching it in different directions. So I get something I like. There's no rhyme or reason to this, by the way. Pitch it down. Messing with audio, just doing weird stuff to see what I can come up with. Sometimes you land something nice and sometimes you don't. Nope, don't like it. Not good. It's okay. Keep trying. What's up, I'm thinking you pronounce it Herv Jack. I could be wrong, but how you make your third party VST show up like that in Ableton? Oh, okay. So this one right here, this is from Elizabeth Homeland on Gumroad. So not she, he makes these rappers. They're called rappers. WRAPPERS on Gumroad. Look up Elizabeth Homeland, and you can buy the different rappers. So this is the rappers for the Valhalla stuff. So I bought that pack, and I have all those. There's some for Arturia, different ones you can get, which is kind of cool. I usually turn this auto close off, but they're pretty cool that you can like go in and make the changes, and when you click here, you can at least see it, and you can still do all your changes right here. Um, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Let me grab something else because I'm not feeling that. Let's do some Novum stuff. Novum's fun, by the way. Novum's like a granular synth. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thanks for stopping in too. Let's find something in Novum that will particles from outer space. I have that collection. Let's see. Maybe there's a pad. Okay. Let's see if we move it around. Let's drop something. What's cool about Novum is it's like granular. You can just drop anything in it, change up stuff, use other parts from different parts. I like that. It's 6 layers that is splitting the audio into 6 layers, and then you can. So let's play the track to see. But you could also bring your own samples in too. And then if you want, like, let's say you want to just, I'm gonna do it here, but you can do this you can use like, I always say set your key. Hold on, let me do that first, show you. Otherwise I'm showing you backwards and might confuse you. So I use this key, so C sharp minor. So I know that. Go ahead and set the key up here, it's important. So that way so what I'm about to show you, it works good if you do this. So set the key that you want it to be in. C sharp minor, cool. So now that it's in the key, I can go in here and use this thing called seeding. And seeding allows me to generate random notes, and I can pick where I want them to play at and the scale length of the duration. So I like longer notes on these held. And then I can tell it how much density I want, like how much I want it to fill in. And then just keep generating until you get something, right? If you like that vibe, you can do that, right? I'm just showing you different ways to do it. You can also, obviously you can play it in, that's the easier thing, but you got Harmony Bloom, which I keep on deck all the time for when I just need some help to generate kind of like melody stuff like that. So lock in Harmony Bloom, which is cool. Go ahead and set the scale in here. So if I want the scale to be a minor, or let's see, minor, and then C sharp. So that way it holds the scale. And then I can just start randomizing stuff. I'm gonna increase this to 8. And put a little bit of this on it. And now when I press play here, or record, I don't want it to be too busy, so I'm gonna limit some of these notes. let's say if I don't like that, but I mean I like it to some degree. I can lock parts of it, right? I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna go get an ambient sound from here and see if I can put something in it. Again, this sounds cool. I'm just gonna drag and drop it in. So now it's split it into 6 layers. It's processing it. Oh, I should be answering questions. What's up, Crazy Wabbit? Very